Hi, good morning guys, and happy New Year 2023. Basically I was playing the Nintendo Switch over the weekend, and the games that I was playing on it were games I played on the original Sony PlayStation. And the games were, I bought this a while back, was Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Now I didn't get to play 8 the weekend because I was playing Final Fantasy 7. You know yourself, it's an RPG, it's a massive open world kind of story, and once you start playing it, you really can't stop playing it. And that was on Friday night. So then I said to myself, do you know what now? I'm going to go really old school. Now, unfortunately, all my CRT TVs are in storage at the moment because we're building here at home. We're kind of, we're plastering and blah blah blah. So I had to put them into storage because we're doing a new games room and things like that. So basically, what I said was, okay, let's see how the original Sony PlayStation holds up in 2023 on a modern flat screen panel. Now, this is the original Sony PlayStation, as a lot of you know. Now, this is a loose Sony PlayStation that I have here in my hands. This is one that, it's just one I picked up a couple of years ago with my favourite controller, which is the original Sony PlayStation controller, which doesn't have any analog sticks. Because, as you know yourselves guys, kind of 97, 98, Sony re-released the PlayStation with the analog sticks, which remind you of the PlayStation 2 controller, but it's grey, not black. So that was that. And basically, this is my original Sony PlayStation here that I bought in 1997. Now, the box is a bit tatty because I did play this a lot. And what I got with this Sony PlayStation was, I don't know if you can see it here guys, you got the PlayStation console, 2 of these controllers, so 2 of these controllers, and you also got the memory card. And you also then were given the option of, well, what I got in my bundle, I bought it actually in Smith's in Cork City back in 1997, and if I remember right, it was September. It was towards the end of September when I bought mine. And at that stage it had been out 2 years here, well, a year and a half, 2 years here in Ireland. And what my system came with was just a standard connection for the PlayStation into where your area connection would go in your TV, and you tuned it in that way. But we also, in the box, luckily, because it was in the bundle, I got a composite PlayStation cable as well. So you know yourself, the red, the green for the or the red and the white for the audio and the yellow for the video. Now at the time this looks fantastic because on a CRT TV it looks brilliant. But unfortunately, on modern TVs, it doesn't look brilliant. Now, over the years I've tried different solutions, and I really haven't spent much money on it because I have the option of the CRTs. I normally would play them on a CRT. But I decided basically, right, I'm going to see if I can get something that's not going to break the bank, cheap and cheerful, that will do me. And I went away and I bought this. And I bought this from a guy in the UK, and basically I can guarantee a lot of people got caught and bought this. And basically this is for the PlayStation 1 and PS2 to allow you plug it into the back of the PlayStation, and you can put the HDMI out here. Now you have to power it, so it's USB connecting to this and you power it. So you all have plenty of phones with those plugs you can attach the USB to, plug it into it and power it. The picture for the PlayStation 1 is shocking, as you can see here. I'm going to put it up here guys for you to actually see what I'm capturing, and it is appalling. It's shocking. So my advice, and they are cheap, I think it was something like 10 euros. Stay clear. It's not worth it. You'll have a very, very bad picture for your PlayStation 1. So then I said, right, okay, let's try something different and maybe just get something that will allow me to output composite on via HDMI then on a flat screen panel. So I went away and bought this. And again, now this, it's basically a mini AV2 HDMI adapter. It's an upscaler, and before I actually bought my recording stuff for recording correctly on the PC, I used to use this and it was brilliant. And even now, this is very good for capturing gameplay footage on, we'll say, systems that I have that I don't have an option of outputting in HDMI. So you put your composite cable in here, and it outputs in HDMI, and on the side of it here you can go from 720 to 1080p, but I always leave it at 720 because it looks best. Again, this is one of the ones you have to power via USB. But do you know what guys? This cost me something like €10 as well, and it was the best €10 I spent because the PlayStation doesn't look too bad on it. No, I'm going to put it up here. It doesn't look too bad on it, guys. And if you're on a budget and you just want to, give your PlayStation a go on the TV, on a modern TV, and you don't want to spend too much, this is your option. Now, so I was also thinking then, maybe I should buy one of those cheap PlayStation SCART connections that you'd see them on eBay, you'd see them on adverts, done deal, things like that, and they were like €5, €10. So I said, will I buy one of those? And maybe I'll try and output it that way, because our LG TV that we have in our bedroom actually has one SCART connection left in it, because the model in the bedroom is a 2016 model. Our LG model is 2016, so we still have one SCART on the TV. So basically, I said, yeah, we'll do that. But before that, I also wanted the option to output the SCART in HD. So I went away again, as I say now, guys. I went away again and bought a SCART to HDMI to see if I can output. Now, this SCART to HDMI that we bought, again, this cost me something. I think it was €10, about 15 altogether including postage. It's you have to power it, and again, it's USB, and this is just one of those USB plugs I had around that I put into it. You have to power it. So you put the SCART connection in here, and you output it in HDMI, and you get a nice picture out of it. Now, this is cheap. There's you've got the RetroTink and things like that allow you to upscale, composite, SCART, S-Video, and they're probably a better option for you to buy. But on a budget, this isn't bad, because like with the composite cable, you can put the SCART adapter onto it, and you can plug it in via the SCART in as well. So yeah, that was another option we had, guys. Now, over Christmas, as you know, we had a fabulous Christmas, and I said to myself, do you know what now? Will I play I was thinking to myself, should I just play PlayStation Mini? Now we have the PlayStation Mini here, and I think it was last Christmas, was it? I can't remember when it was, Christmas 2022? That we actually, yeah, it was Christmas 2022 we bought this. Now, I was so looking forward to playing this, and it is a very good option, guys. If you don't want to go down the road of trying to get all these different things, there's your option. Buy the PlayStation Mini, and you can play your PlayStation games. Now, the default games that come with this are very disappointing. Now, you do get Final Fantasy. What else did you get in this? You got Final Fantasy, you got Rayman, which are two brilliant games. You got Tekken 3, which again is a very good game. What else did we get on this? Wild Arms. Battle Arena to Shinden is a very good game as well. Borders, not really. Demolition. There's a couple of games on it. Metal Gear Solid they put on it, but the one game which I was hoping, when this was mentioned a couple of years ago when they were bringing it out, Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider, because they were including these original controllers with the PlayStation Mini, and they've never put Tomb Raider on it. Now there's many other games like Spyro, Gran Turismo, none of these got put on it, but if you look at other videos online, you can actually load up your own library of PlayStation games, basically via USB, and get a USB and load your games onto that. Not going to tell you where to get these files, but you know they're openly available, you can get them, and you can actually plug it into the second port, and you can actually load up these games instead. So you can so it opens up the whole library to you, and it's a cheap option. And again, this outputs in HDMI, so it's going to look good on your TV. So that was that there. Now, guys, as I was saying, over Christmas when I was on adverts, I actually saw a guy selling RGB SCART Specialist. Now, this is from retrogamingcables.co.uk. That's the site where he bought this. Now, he bought it, and unfortunately, he bought it unaware that his TV didn't have a SCART connection in the back of it. Now, he could have bought one of these, or he could have bought a RetroTink upscaler and used that way to output the PlayStation on the modern TV, but he didn't. He decided to put it up for sale, and I had spotted it Christmas Eve, and last weekend I contacted him because no one had bought it, and I went away and I said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance. I don't know how good it's going to be. It's supposed to output C-Sync, like it's supposed to output component style on your, I would say for your PlayStation, because all PlayStations could output a higher definition on them. So it's supposed to make it look a lot better on a modern TV. Now I bought it off this guy. Now I looked on their website. They range from $29.99 to $49.99. Depends on what cable you go for. Now this is the cable here, guys. So basically, nice long cable. As I said, it has the SCART connector, and as you know, in Europe we used to have SCART as a format on our TVs, and the connector for the PlayStation. Now it's a good cable, and now the cable is shielded. All the individual wires inside this cable are shielded, so there's no cross interference, so you don't get any interference in the picture when you display it on the TV. And basically this one is specifically designed for the PlayStation 1. Now it will work with the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3. But there's a couple of extra little, I think, capacitors and chips or whatever they put inside this to allow it to output the component picture on your original PlayStation. So now, sometimes I want to admit, I do admit that you can actually buy these cables, and if you've ever noticed, when you plug these into the back of the connection in the console, because they're not factory made, we say, by Sony themselves, they can be tight. They can be sometimes tight. This cable fits in perfectly, just the same as plugging in the standard connection. It's like for like, perfect. So guys, I'm going to put some gameplay up now here of these. Now guys, I'm not being endorsed by this company that's based in the UK, because I bought this off of a guy second hand. He bought it off of them. So I'm not being endorsed in any way. I'm not plugging the channel. This is an honest review of this cable. I was thrilled to bits the weekend. When I put this in, the first game I put in, I'm going to put the cable over here, guys. The first game I put in, because back in 1997, I bought the PlayStation, and what came with the PlayStation was the original demo. I think it's the original demo disc 1. So this is demo 1. So this will come with a couple of games, a couple of videos, and a couple of tech demos. But also, I went away and I bought this game, which I know people are going to go, wow. Yes, I went away and bought this, The Lost World Jurassic Park, because at the time the movie was actually in the cinema. I think it was in the cinema. Yeah, 97. It was in the cinema here. 97, 98 maybe. 97, I think. So I went away and bought this, and this is my original copy with the PlayStation in Smith's back in 1997, and I loved the game. So every time I bring the PlayStation out over the years, the only way I get a good picture would be on a CRT TV, because when I put it onto via composite, I'm going to show you up here, guys, this game via composite, it looks fuzzy on a modern panel TV, but on a CRT TV it looks fabulous. So up here now, guys, you're going to see the composite version of it, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like via SCART cable by RGC Retro. I'm reading it here, guys. RetroGamingCables.co.uk. Amazing. Look at it. It's fabulous. So then it opened up all the library of games, because I still have a lot of PlayStation 1 games, and so of course I couldn't just play one game. I started to play a little bit of Final Fantasy, the original game, and I played that for a couple of hours on Saturday night. Well, I won't say a couple of hours, about an hour and a half. And then I decided, right, as I say, guys, this is just a quick video, and mainly what I want the video to be about is a non-expensive way of getting your, if you have a PlayStation 1, outputting it on a modern flat screen panel via, if you're lucky enough to still have a SCART connection on the back of the TV, or I'll put a clip up here, or a little picture up here, guys. You could buy the RetroTink to upscale it. Now the RetroTink is expensive, so I'm going to use this to upscale it so I can capture the footage, and you'll see then that this is inexpensive, but the footage still looks quite well. Okay, so we'll go with that, guys. Now, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks a million to everyone that actually has subscribed so far to our channel. I was hoping to get to 100 subscribers for Christmas. We're now at 102 subscribers. It might seem like a lot to a lot of people, but I am so grateful to everyone that has subscribed to our channel, and thank you very much for doing it, guys. It's fantastic. It makes me want to do more videos. We're a small independent channel, guys. We're not affiliated with anyone, as you can see. They're pretty budget videos, but we hope to get better in time. But and also another thing I want to say to you guys is, over Christmas we got a bit of good news, and in a few weeks' time, guys, I shall have someone coming onto this channel, and I want to document her year, her first year. So 2023 is her first year, and I want to document her first year growing up in our house with all this retro kit. And I'm not going to mention any more, guys, but I would watch because it's going to be amazing. She is beautiful, and we can't wait together. And yeah, so guys, anyway, I've waffled on enough. So guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We hope to get another video up this week with what we picked up for Christmas, or that we got for Christmas, and hope you have a fabulous weekend anyway, guys. And again, guys, click like and subscribe if you don't mind, if you do come across this video. Take care and have a good one. Cheers, guys.